This is the second part of the sea battle. I'm including these because some people are interested in the sea battles, and it was my main reason for recording my United Provinces campaign for people anyway, because I got the impression from reading some forums people lacked confidence in using ships. Sorry if I repeat myself for those that have seen videos before, but some people might just happen on this one. This is video number 42, by the way, so there are plenty of others to look at. This is a very easy sea battle for me. You can see lots and lots of ships on the board down there at the bottom. I'm actually only using 4 of them. I did have 4 of them grouped at the beginning, but I peeled one of them off, so I tend to use my fast ship to chase things down. And although it's good to have them all grouped together when putting them in position, when you get closer, it's nice to peel one off to do an independent action. We isolated 2 of his ships, but one of them, that's the first ship I believe, got away. They're only brigs. He's being forced to produce poorer quality ships now because I'm damaging his major ports, and he can really only produce brigs from the trading port. I've allowed him to keep the trading port because I'm raiding from his trade that's coming in and out, so I'm not blockading him, I'm not cutting off his money altogether, I'm just taking money off him because I need it. And of course he desperately needs ships, so he's producing 1 brig every turn. So 3 turns later, of course, put an infantry unit in there, plucked out his fleet of 3 ships, and I'm attacking him. But I've got so many ships there in the English Channel now that I've got a load that could get in the way. You're at risk of crossfire and all sorts of things. What I'm doing now is chasing down what I believe is a running ship. I've explained before, it's important to get prize money or to capture ships. It's very, very important that we don't let them go. If you auto-resolve these battles, they will nearly always let 1 or even 2 of the enemy ships get away. Or if they don't let them get away, you just destroy them. You know, the artificial intelligence will assume that you've just blown them out of the water because you've got so many ships, and you get no prize money or very little. So they do have to be fought. They seem a bit dull, these battles, because they're very ponderous, but when you're playing them, they really are like chess games. I love them, personally, I really do. There's so much to them. There's 3 different types of shot that you can use. There's the range at which you can fire and the effectiveness. If you fire close up, you'll have a better effect than you will at long range. By turning your ship, you're maximising the number of guns that can fire, because if you've taken a hit on one side and lost a couple of guns, by turning the ship round, you're firing at roughly the same time as you would be from firing from the same side anyway, because it takes you, it's quicker to turn actually than to reload, especially if he's going in your direction anyway of turn. So and then of course you're firing with your fully replenished guns. Unfortunately on this one I thought I was chasing down a running ship. He's turned to meet me, realising my other ships are too far away to do anything. There is another complication on this one, and that's that we have allies in this. We have a couple of British ships as well. Now again, there's a problem with that. They can jump in and suddenly start firing when your ships are around, so it can fire over his ship and hit yours and cause damage. A sucker punch would blow one of your ships up. Blue on blue is what it's known as. Another thing that can happen, of course, is that he's determined to blow up the ship in front of him rather than capture it. He's got no interest in capturing it anyway, because if he were to capture it, he wouldn't get any prize money, because this is my battle. You only get prize money or capture ships in your own battle. So if I came on as an ally, perhaps for the British in a battle, the same thing would happen again. Even if I were to board a surrendering ship, it would still go over to the British as prize money because it's their battle. Just looking over at the other ships that are around as well. Just desperately want to make sure that this one doesn't get away. Okay. I've just targeted my ships on it, so they'll chase it as quickly as they can. I'm just hoping this British one will force that one to turn, and then we can catch up with it. Main thing is at the moment, not so much to fire at it, it's just to get up close, because I don't want that ship to be getting away. He's got the wind with him, as you notice, so he can get some speed up there. I haven't speeded this up, this is real time. Oops, let's hope that British ship doesn't blow it out of the water. Don't know if you noticed that, by the way, when the British ship fired, It's a good quality ship, and the British have good technology with their ships. It looked as though most of those hit the water, and that's because the ship was moving away from it when it fired. It's another little technique when somebody's firing at you. Make yourself a narrow target and run away. Okay, my 3 ships have now caught up with it. That's because the British have turned it. I'm going to make sure that we're going to use chain shot, of course. We're just going for its sails, undermine its morale, or at least slow it down. Alternative to that, really, in a situation like this, but the range isn't very good of it, of course, is the grape shot. And the grape shot kills his men and also affects morale. The numbers of his men on the ship must be going down now as well, of course. One of my big ships there could board that now and take it, really. Sails up pretty well intact when you consider the amount of bashing that ship's had. Well, it's definitely wavering now, so I need to be sending my quick little ship in there. I've steered off much further than I would normally do, really, because I didn't want it to take a hit and get blown out of the water. That's the ship routing. If I'd have ended that at that point, the artificial intelligence would have allowed that ship to get away, and I would have been 1 ship down on my prize money. So I went for continue. Shortly afterwards, the ship decided to surrender anyway. So always worth, no matter how time-consuming a battle is, it's always worth ending those battles properly. You know, taking them to the not auto-resolving them, I should say. Okay, I don't need any brigs, I don't think. Not particularly good ships, so I'm just going to cash those in immediately. Plenty of money coming from that, so I can afford to repair my ships. It won't cost much to repair after that little incident, I don't suppose, and that generates a bit more money for my economy as well, of course. There we are, straight into the port. Yeah, one of the ships has got a bit of experience there as well. It's always nice to have. It doesn't show up on the combat scores or anything like that. I don't really know how that's factored into the game, the benefit of experience. Anyhow, just looking around Europe now, just to see what's going on, trying to predict what might happen next. We're still in Alsace-Lorraine, of course. We haven't repaired any of those buildings there. It's just really working out where this French build-up is going to go. Is it going to come towards Alsace-Lorraine, or is it going to go towards Flanders? It looks to me very much as though he's deserted Alsace-Lorraine. I was in there for quite a few turns, and he didn't even try recruiting anymore in there. So we struggle to settle this population. I'm trying to raise another unit there to settle them a bit more. With them being Catholic nations, they do, and without us having the resources really to build churches in there, or even repair important buildings, and without us having our own churches to be able to send priests over there or anything, they do remain quite restive for quite some time. Restless is the right word, I suppose. That's my income for next turn. See if I can kick somebody out to improve my income a bit. Come to the end of turn. I'm only showing the British and the French, of course, because they're the ones that are nearest to me. They're the most relevant. British have a nice large army on there. I don't know where they're taking that. And here we go with the French. We'll find out what they're intending to do. Right, okay. Sorry, that's speeded up. That's where you get that. I think we'll withdraw from that. There could be a battle later. Not this one, though.